Hey guys, so today we are doing our 1 year mom parenting mama baby update. So she's got her toothbrush, which she's really into right now. So yeah, say hi. You know how to say hi. Say hi. She's just gonna brush her teeth, no big deal. So I wanted to do a little update just to kind of let you guys in on what's been going on this year and share with you guys some milestones. And we are surrounded with baby stuff, with like gear and all kinds of good stuff. And I always say, like, the stuff matters, but it doesn't matter. I remember I stressed myself out so much. She's trying to get to her book. When I was pregnant, because I thought to myself, like, okay, you know, all I need is, you know, I just need the right stuff. If I have the right stuff, it's gonna make life so much easier. I was like all about researching everything all the time. I constantly just made myself crazy thinking I've got to get the right stroller, I've got to get the right this, that. Which, yeah, it's good to research and do all that, but in the long run, if you spend like $1 million on a stroller or you get a hand-me-down stroller, you're gonna be a good mom either way. You know, those things don't make you a good parent, but there are things that definitely make it easier. So I'm gonna share with you guys, I think, some of the things that are, to me, worth splurging on, things, specific things that are just wonderful. Share with you guys a couple things about her. First of all, she just woke up from her nap, so she's ready to like eat and party, and we'll go take care of that. And then I'll come back and update you on some more stuff later. But okay, so she loves books, super obsessed. Oh girl, oh my word. This is a new little top that my friend Vanessa got her for her birthday. It says it's what's on the inside that counts, which is adorable for Valentine's. It's a little Kate Spade top. It's so cute. So all she wants to do is stand and move around. I don't even know what I did before. I feel like everybody always says that, but it's so true. It's just been the best year. It's been the best year, obviously, but I feel like, I'll get into this later. I'll talk about her right now and like specific things, but it's just been wonderful. It's been hard. I mean, there have been definitely, like, of course, it's stressful at times and it's things that you don't always know what you're doing, but I want my whole message of this to be, don't stress out. If you're pregnant, if you're, you know, thinking about being a mom, you learn as you go. You know, parenting books are not going to prepare you. Advice is not going to really help all that much, but I really want to just kind of help you, hopefully give you guys advice that I wish I would have heard, like things that just kind of make you feel a little more at ease about being a parent. You know, things that would have, I think, made me feel more laid back from the jump, whereas, you know, rather than waiting until when I had her and then feeling relaxed. You know, I think I would have felt better throughout my pregnancy if I knew, okay, you don't have to be so prepared. You don't have to read all these books. Like, what are you doing, Mom? Who are you talking to? So yeah, Olivia, say hi. Say hi. She's looking at herself in the thing and being like, who is that? So she says hi when we're out places. If you say hi, she'll say hi. She's been sleeping, so her hair is like super crazy right now. She plays peekaboo. She does all that fun stuff. She mimics words when you say them. She says mama and dada. She gives kisses. Olivia. Kisses. She's not gonna do any of it now because she's like way too into what's going on. But you know, it's just funny. She has learned so many things like super fast. Like you'll think, oh, she's not gonna do that, and then she'll just, the next day she'll be doing it. It's just so crazy, like how fast they learn, how one day to the next is just totally different. When people say it flies by, it truly does. She has, oh, where's your other books? Oh, they're in your, she has these other books where she actually gives the little people kisses. But she's just fun. She's so much fun. We have the best time. I just want to kind of bring her in quickly and, look, Livy, look, hi. She doesn't like all these lights. Yeah. Hey, baby. We will take a little break and then I'll come back up in a minute and film the rest of it. But she's not going to want to sit here while I ramble on and on about like endless baby stuff. But I have a lot of good stuff to share with you guys. So we will be right back. I will be right back. Say bye. Say bye. Say thank you for watching. Say thank you for watching, Mommy. Bye. Bye. Yeah. Okay, so I'm back. You gotta kind of film when you can with the baby, and that is one thing. I kind of mentioned this in my like my year review video, which I kind of feel like when I talk about just general things about motherhood and what I've learned this year with her, I did talk about a lot of that. So if you haven't seen that I posted at the beginning of January, then check that out. That's a good video, I think, where I kind of talk a little more about this kind of stuff too. But you know, I really learned a lot this year about myself, about like time management. You become like a master at managing time when you have a child. You just do it. You know, it's not like any amount of reading books or any amount of classes can prepare you for. I always said that, you know, I was so obsessed with reading books and stuff during part of my pregnancy, and then toward the end I just kind of like gave up and I was like, oh, whatever. And then when I had Olivia, I realized that anything that I read was just kind of like, shoop, you know, because it doesn't prepare you to be a mother. There are some things that I think are important, like, you know, CPR classes or like infant care, like infant safety things, basic stuff like that. But, you know, other than that, I really don't think that you should stress about not knowing something or not having all the information, because you'll be so surprised at what you already know. You might have some hiccups where you might, you know, miss some appointments or plan things a little. I remember the first time we ever had to get her out of the house when I was only a few days out from my C-section. You know, the first pediatrician appointment is usually just a couple days after you check out of the hospital. And if you've had a C-section like I did, it's hard enough to just like get yourself out of the house, you know? But I remember that was the first time we ever like were going somewhere. And of course, you know, Brad was taking us. I couldn't drive and stuff at that point. And we were, you know, getting her ready, getting out the door, and we were so late. And I remember calling and being like, you know, you just have to accept that things like that are gonna happen and you will get it. Like, you will get in a groove. I feel like I'm just like more laid back about motherhood, but I'm also more like sure of it than anything. But don't let having a child scare you. I've thought that for the longest time. I thought, you know, Brad and I were married for 7 years, 7 years without a child. And I remember thinking, we're so used to this. We're so used to how we work. We're so used to how we, like, do you think it's gonna change and I'm gonna have to pull back, you know? And I really didn't, you know? And I just feel that I did what was right for her and what I was able to do. If I felt like it was kind of compromising my time with her and that I couldn't really figure it out, then of course, you know, you'd pull back. But I feel like you can definitely do it all. That to me, when I think back over the year, is my biggest thing. Like, wow, you know, I've become a mom and I feel confident in that. I feel good about how I am a mom. That being said, a lot of people always said, oh, you'll never be able to take a shower, you'll never be able to do things for yourself or get ready. And you know, sometimes I do have a hard time finding times to go and maybe do something on my own, or just having time to take a shower, having time to just quickly put on some BB cream, some mascara, to wash your face in the morning. It can totally be done. Get a Breeze play yard, okay? Get a pack and play. Like, I'm not kidding. When she's really small, when a baby's really small, obviously, you know, you wouldn't put them in that. You put them in like a swing or something. That's what I would do. Or a little bouncer. But you know, when they're able to sit up, those pack and plays are just genius. This one actually is a bassinet too, so I didn't really have to even have a bassinet. But yeah, you can use that. Like, I keep ours kind of in the doorway of our bathroom. So in the morning, it's kind of like, it's a routine, you know, like I put her in that, she plays a little bit. I might even put on Mickey Mouse on TV or something and she'll be into it. And I'll take a shower, take a few minutes, throw some BB cream on and get dressed. And, you know, I'm good for the day. So you can take care of it. You can, you know, do things where you just don't have that thought of, oh, I can't ever, you know, do anything. I can't get dressed in the morning. I can't do this. You totally, totally can. It's totally doable. And, you know, I don't want to say I don't get that, because I know everybody's situation is different, but you can totally do it. It's totally, totally doable. I even purchased a second one of those because I wanted one downstairs and one upstairs, because it's just nice to have a safe place. Our house is pretty much like baby proofed, where she hangs out in the family room and stuff, so she can kind of, it's nice. We have like a big sectional. And then I use those baby gates just around like the fireplace and around things. But she has a nice area where she can really explore and play. But if I ever really just know, okay, I've got to go to the bathroom, or she's going to be out of sight for a few minutes, I can put her in there and just know that she's good. It's going to be so worth your sanity. Don't make things hard on yourself. Just get the pack and play. Get two if you have to. Like, I'm not kidding, they'll be worth it. And you know, there are things that are worth it and things that aren't. Of course, there's times when like she doesn't sleep and I'm like, great, she's never going to sleep again. And then she will the next day and it's fine. And you know, sometimes she's not going to eat good and then the next day she eats fine. So kind of, you know, my biggest thing is you can really get caught up and get really upset in like small things. And for me, I'm very, you know, I really don't take for granted that we don't have any huge issues. Like, I get that. I'm not like making light of that. But don't sweat the small stuff. Enjoy every little moment. If she doesn't eat just right, she'll eat the next day. She'll be fine. Like, don't even worry about it. Same with sleeping. She doesn't have any like major health issues or anything. Like, everything's always been on track. Thank the Lord. Like, I mean, I realize that's a big deal. But I think people kind of have gotten desensitized to like the internet and stuff, and they share so much about their children, and even like potty training experiences and like really detailed breastfeeding experiences, which I get. Like, I would love to share things for the sake of being helpful to someone else. But a lot of times I don't feel comfortable talking about a lot of that kind of stuff when people that watch relate it to a specific child. I get like forums and websites and stuff where people like are supportive, but you may not know who their children are. You know what I mean? And I don't want Olivia to grow up and her teachers and her friends and everybody be able to look back and say, oh, this is the problems that she had with this or that, or oh my gosh, you know. I just think that people should be really aware of that. I really take that very seriously. I get it, and personally, like, I want to share bits of my life with you guys. I want to share things, and you know, even, you know, like I show Olivia in my videos here and there, and that's because it's part of my life and I'm proud of that, and I really want to show that without over sharing. But you do have to realize there is a line there, and sometimes it can get a little too much, you know. Get a nice high chair. I love the Bloom. It is just from the moment that it's so expensive. I know it's ridiculous to some people, but Brad and I once a week are like, this is the best money we ever spent. Like, this thing is so good. It's different than a regular high chair because from the time you bring them home, you can start using it. Like, when babies are in that infant stage where they're too small for a high chair and you need somewhere to put them, like maybe when you're working in the kitchen or when you're eating and you don't want to have them like on the table and like a dangerous thing like sitting on the table or on the ground, you know, you can have them right here with you because it folds and it's shaped like, think like it's a chair shaped like an egg. I'll link to it below. Not really like practical to bring it up here, but it tilts backwards and you can lay the baby down in it. It's really cushy. It has like a little insert. That was the first place I sat her when we first came in the house when we brought her home. You know, and it's just so convenient, but then it just, as she grows and starts sitting up at different degrees, it kind of like rocks upward, and then, you know, it makes into a chair that scoots against the table because it has like hydraulics, or what do you call that? Yeah, it kind of goes up and down really nice. And then you can also use it like in her bedroom at a desk or something. It makes into like an actual chair she can use. So kids spend a lot of time in their high chair, especially now, like she's eating table food and it takes her forever to eat sometimes, you know. She's in that whole like stage, and it's just funny because it's something that was kind of frivolous to begin with. I bought it because I thought, oh, this is fancy and I like the way it looks and blah, blah, blah. It looks like a good chair. It's got to be a good chair, right? But we say all the time, even Brad's like, this thing is so worth the money. Like, and Olivia really likes it. I'll talk about a few more like gear type things. So that was nice, kind of getting back to feeling like myself. I didn't really put a lot of pressure on myself about it because I just knew it would naturally come off. So I've gotten messages from people or questions or comments that say, oh, you know, I'm 2 months out, I'm 3 months out, like I feel horrible. And trust me, I was there, like I thought this has never come off, but then in my mind I thought, yes, it will, like this is normal. Just don't have unrealistic expectations. Be so kind to yourself and realize what you've just done. You've just had a baby. Who the hell cares what you look like underneath your sweatshirt? You know what I mean? You'll be fine, trust me. This is so long, and I know it is. But let's talk about a few more like gear type stuff. I know I've talked about a few different things, but I'm gonna share with you a couple more things that have been helpful. This cart cover, a genius invention. I know cart covers are everywhere. This one's by Leech Co. It's the Proper Shopper. It has like 2 pillows, and this is what, if you guys see my Instagram, you've probably seen, like, every time I post this, I get a million questions about this, and I will link to everything that I'm mentioning below. Now, I am not like a super germaphobe. That's not why I have that on there, but when I was 12 years old, around that time, I remember watching Oprah, and Oprah had some kind of germ expert on there, okay? And the germ expert was testing shopping carts, all right? And the shopping carts had so much fecal matter. I'm not talking about like poop smeared. Okay, I know, I'm going there. I'm talking like just the carts were clean, they were visibly clean, but there was so much fecal matter on the cart, like bacteria, fecal bacteria, more than the entire toilet in the public bathroom tested at the same place. So I'm like, you should be gross. I get it, that's gross. You should be grossed out by that. That's so gross. I see people, oh my gosh, ever since I was that age and I saw that and it traumatized me for life, obviously. I remember seeing people, I see this every time I go to a grocery store, anywhere with a cart where there's food, people are putting, or even not food, I mean, well, food's the grossest, but they'll be putting like their lettuce and their veggies and stuff like in the ass section of the cart. And I'm like, stop, like don't do that, it's so gross. So I really don't want to be like sitting my child there. I know she like touches the edge and that's okay. Like I said, I'm not a huge germaphobe, but if you can help that, you can help that. Car seats are obviously important. She's not in her carrier car seat anymore, obviously, but she is in her convertible type style car seat, and she has the Maxi Cozy Prius 70. Love that car seat. They've actually improved it since I bought my first one. The little pads and some of the parts on the seat, like to take it off and clean it, used to be really hard to remove. And the little pads right here, instead of having like a Velcro where you could just take it off, which those I feel like you need to clean the most from like drool, and if they're snacking or eating or something, you would have to unthread the entire thing. It was so stupid. Now, if you ever buy that car seat, look for maybe like newer colorways. I just bought a new one the other day. We got a new car. That is a whole other story in itself. So anyways, I got a new one and it's all black and it has like little brown and black stripes. I'll try to link to the exact one that I have because I really, really like it. It's unsnaps different. Well, it's technically the same model. They really improved the fabric to remove it, and then the little pads are Velcro. So yeah, when we were swapping the mirror, you know like how you need like the mirror on the back of the headrest? When Brad was taking it off and putting it in the new car, and then he was adjusting it later, because those things are such a pain. I just bought like the typical one, I don't even remember what brand it was, that's always at Target. You know, there's like 2 to choose from, and they're not super easily adjustable. You just kind of have to tilt them. Well, when he was putting it on, a piece flew off of it and it broke, like the snap. And later, with the new car, the third row is, what am I trying to say? It's electronic, it's motorized, so you can just press a button and it'll go up and down. And it wasn't going, it was like jamming, and I was like, great. It's like new, and I thought, great, I'm gonna have to take this back. So it is actually taken back for that and something else with the paint. We were getting just a little something fixed. They called us and they were like, there was an object lodged in the thing, and I'm like, oh my God, like how stupid. It was the thing that flew off and like what? Anyways. So I bought a new one, and I had this on the car for a couple of days before we took it. And honestly, if you have a kit, I could kick myself for not having something like this the whole time. This one was, I think, under $30, same price as the other one, but it's by Daffodoo, and it is the best rear view mirror that you put on your seat for your kid. And she's gonna be rear facing for a while longer. I definitely don't wanna like rush that. I'm kind of paranoid about that. So she'll be rear facing as long as possible. So I didn't mind buying a new one. So you kind of, you wrap your headrest with it like a present, up and down, across, and then it pivots on a ball, like a real rearview mirror. I mean, anyways, long story short, this is the one you need. It's so, so good, and it's the same price, and I could kick myself for not having that this whole year, but I know she's gonna be rear facing for a little while longer. I'm definitely gonna stretch that out as long as possible, because I definitely don't want to flip her around too early. I would just like, it would make me nervous, if something happened. These, I know I mentioned in every baby gear video, but the water wipes, we still use these. They are wonderful. It's literally just water and grapefruit extract. I'm not a super natural, like, product-y person, but, and you guys know that, but I think, you know, you think of, like, kids' rashes, and it's just a prevalent thing, like, oh, kids are just gonna get rash. Olivia's never had one, and I really think it's because of the wipes. And you think of all these wipes that kids use that are so perfumey, all these baby wipes. They have preservatives, and they're very perfumey, they have tons of chemicals. How could that not on their little sensitive skin? So these are just amazing. She's never had anything, and except for one time when we had to use Huggies diapers for like one day. I had some left over from like a diaper cake from a shower, and I thought, oh, I'll just use those up, and yeah. And I put her back in her Pampers and she was fine. So my diaper bag, I know people give me so much crap for this Prada diaper bag, but I do not care. It is the best. I would buy it 10 more times if, you know, if I had it to do over. I just love it. But, you know, I would say the way that I carry this bag, that I've carried it the most over the year, is I keep it in the car. If we're going somewhere, we're gonna be somewhere like for a long period of time, if we're gonna be at the mall for a long time, if we're gonna be like at an event or going like the day we went to the aquarium, you're obviously gonna have your stroller with you. So I just put it in the bottom and it's fine. My stroller's huge on the bottom. And then I have like my regular purse. Well, I just keep this in the car all the time. It has a change of clothes, it has diapers, it has everything that you could imagine that you'd need for your kid. I have a little bag of snacks that it's constantly changing out because, you know, obviously we eat snacks. But this sits in the floorboard right in front of her seat, and then as I'm getting her out, if I need something, if I think, oh, I need the snacks, oh, I need a book, oh, I need this, I'll just put it in my bag. So it's super easy. This just is not practical to me to carry a bag this big, and then on top of that, my personal things. Lugging this and then lugging a child, it doesn't matter what kind of diaper bag it is, but this is literally like the most comfortable. But this is gonna be something that I wouldn't even call a diaper bag. I mean, I would keep this for years and carry it like, it would, the perfect carry-on for traveling. Hold, like when you're traveling with your kids, it would hold your kids' stuff, holds water bottles, a laptop, like all of your typical carry-on stuff. It's the most comfortable strap. So this is gonna be with us for years to come. It's not just a diaper bag, and I wouldn't have done that with any other diaper bag that looked like a diaper bag, you know what I mean? So I love it. I just think that was such a great little big purchase, but like I said, I would do it again. I really don't care. People that hate on that bag don't understand, like, it is so good. So with her stroller, I'm a firm believer you can just have one stroller and be fine. I do have an umbrella stroller because a lot of times you go to events and they say umbrella strollers, only like tiny umbrella strollers. For that I have the Chico Echo. Is it Seiko or Chico? The other day I heard that it was pronounced Seiko or Kiko, and I'm like, I can't, it's Chico. I don't know, I was probably wrong, but yeah, the Chico Echo is really nice. It's not like a flimsy umbrella stroller. It's still nice, but it's still technically an umbrella stroller. But the best stroller, the Baby Jogger City Versa. The City Versa that I have is discontinued because it was so close to the City Select. I actually, you know, I remember calling customer service and like talking to them about it. The City Select's the same thing. It just has the ability to have a second seat on the front. So if you have two kids close together, looking back, I probably would have just bought that one. Not that I'm planning on having another kid right away, but you know, I don't know, my friend has that one. It's really nice, but the Versa is pretty similar. Can't go wrong, and they still sell it. You can still find the Versa some places. They are super affordable for what they are. I tried them out at Bye Bye Baby before I bought them, and it's so easy. You can fold and unfold it with one hand. It doesn't come apart into two big pieces like the Bugaboos. It's one piece, so it's super easy. I just love it. It's just the best stroller of all time. We took it to Disney World, we've taken it to the aquarium, any kind of like public place that we've gone like that, restaurants. It has all the functionality and the size of, and the comfort of a big stroller, but it's kind of medium in size. It's small enough to go into all those places. People won't look at you like you've got some huge, big stroller. But I love it. I love the way it looks. I love the way it feels. We just got new tires for it before we went to Disney World. Tires, like wheels. And they're like real tires though. And the ride feels comfortable, like with the shocks and stuff. I don't know. Good stroller is important. That one is a must. I almost lost my mind and got in that mindset of like buying a ton of strollers because it's hard. Like you get so excited with all this stuff, and you get I was really excited by strollers for a while. And thank goodness I didn't actually take the plunge and buy some. I remember I posted some on Instagram and you guys were like, calm down. literally that baby jogger city versus, so perfect. And then I will kind of wrap it up with a couple things. This is something that I think everyone needs. If you are having a baby, one of the things on your list, I'm sure, is like an infant carrier. I was given a Solly baby wrap by a friend as a gift when I first had Olivia. It was before she was born, I think. Love it. Life-changing wrap. I was a baby wearer. I loved it so much. And you know, around the house I would wear her. When we would go places I would wear her. When we were fixing up our rental in between our tenants, we would go over there and do work and stuff. And I remember I was like up and down the stairs cleaning, which I'll never do again. I was like fainting. I know, bad. I was like doing things I probably shouldn't have been doing with her like strapped to bed. It was just so nice. And so for the first part of her life, gosh, I carried her for a long time in that wrap. I preferred the wrap over like a Bjorn or an Ergo type carrier. Well, when she got to the point where she was going to be flipped outward when they get a little bigger, my Ergo carrier, which is like, you know, this is not it, but this is the go. Didn't have the capability to flip her forward because it was like the older version. Now they have one called 360, you know, that folds in at the legs. So I was like, what a freaking waste, because she didn't want to be carried inward anymore. So I'm like, ugh. So I didn't want to spend like $100 on a new carrier. So I thought she may not even like being carried outward. So I bought this one. It is by Infantino. It is so comfortable. It's so nice. It is made exactly like the 360. You can carry your frontwards, backwards, whatever you want to do. I think it's even a backpack. But she loves this, and she is still within the weight limit. She's so tall and just such a big girl that when she's strapped to me with this, it's actually comfortable, and she loves it, you know. It took so long, I had to like change the battery pack. Things were like flipping everywhere. My microphone fell off. But anyways, she's not gonna be able to use it a lot longer, but I'm happy that at least this was like $28, and I would just seriously recommend this to anyone. I would have bought this to begin with. I mean, this is just so nice, especially for the price. It's just awesome. Oh, I will mention these. These are so cute. I know I mentioned when I was talking about her bag, I said she had a few books, and I wanted to show you guys these. These are so cute if you have kids or you know someone that do. They're so adorable, and I'll try to find where you can get them. My grandmother actually bought Olivia 4 of these. She started out with these 2, and she liked them so much that she got her the one that's the 3 little pigs and the itsy bitsy spider, but they're little books, you know, like that. And Olivia loves these, and they're so good for taking on the go, because if you have one of those little straps, you know, to hook the toy on, you know, so you don't throw it, and really comes in handy when you're in dark places like the aquarium and you look down and Sophie's gone and your kid's about to flip out and you have to walk through the Georgia aquarium and like find Sophie, and it happened, but Sophie was fine. But yeah, it's nice to be able to like hook it, because you know, books, you can't really usually do that. So it's nice that it has that little hole, but she loves these. She's just so sweet with books. Like, she turns the page. She's done that since she was really, really small, and I remember thinking like, this child's a prodigy. She's turning the page and she's like 2 months old. You know what I mean? It's really cute because you can kind of do stuff, and then you can like tell her to give Minnie kisses, like give her kisses, and she'll give her kisses, and it's so cute. Anyways, these are adorable. I was gonna show these. I don't know. I bought her these little pajamas at Target. It's the brand that's the Just One You by Carter's, and if you guys have bought these pajamas for your kids, whether you get them on Amazon or you get them from like Target, Walmart, or Carter's, or anywhere like that, you know, some of them feel really flimsy and cheap, and they only last maybe like a season or something, and then some of them actually feel really good. These feel really good, and it came in a pack of like 2 pants and 2 tops, so they were kind of mix and match, but I thought these were so cute because they're little princesses, and one of them has like, you know, reddish hair like Olivia, and they're just adorable. And I got her these with little monsters on them. So I just thought these were the cutest little pajamas, and I thought I would kind of tell you all about them because Target has them right now, and I just thought they were the cutest little sets, and they washed up so nice, and they just feel so soft. So can't wait to put her in those. And I did have this out too. I know I'm like getting toward the end, and I'm just kind of like, whatever. This is like random stuff that I thought, oh, I might talk about, I might not. These are the bibs that I really like. Obviously she's not using those that are kind of, she used to use those like milk bibs, you know, that are pretty tight, and they get to a certain point where they don't want that, and they'll just like rip them off. She will tolerate these bibs. She likes these. They're really lightweight. I like them to have the pocket when you're starting like solid foods. I know few months back when she was like really, she would gag on things, and you know, like when they first start eating and sometimes they can throw up. It's nice to have in the pocket. And as I saw that anyways, just for drips and stuff, but these are by Disney, and I get these on Amazon, and I literally have them in like every character. They're just nice, and I have the little snack bags that match those. So yeah, it's just, like I said, it's a sea of stuff, and you can get so overwhelmed, but don't be overwhelmed because this stuff doesn't matter. There are some things that definitely make life easier. So guys, that is it. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, because I'm sure this is going to be a long video, but I feel like I didn't even scratch the surface. I mean, this was not going to be like a memoir of my entire, like, let me play by play. There's stressful moments, more like leaps and bounds, more highs than lows. But you know, take the stressful moments with a grain of salt. Enjoy every moment. If you're a new mom, if you're going to become a mom soon, I hope that I kind of helped ease some of your anxieties. Maybe, I know that's like a big statement to say, but confident, be positive. You've totally got this, and everything will come naturally. And hopefully some of these things will kind of help you. Like, these are things for, you know, a 1-year-old, or things that we've kind of been using. But if you want to go back, I believe my 6-month video, I talked more about things that may have been like younger kid things, if you wanted to see that. So I hope that y'all enjoyed the video. I just, you know, I'm sorry if I didn't cover something you wanted me to, but like I said, you know, I just want to keep this kind of light and share just a little bit of Olivia with you guys. So thank you so much for watching again. Thanks for spending time with me as always. And I will talk to you all very, very soon with a new vlog, and I think a Q&A video. I might post a picture on Instagram. I may have already done that. So if you want to ask me some questions, go on over to my Instagram. I will do that before I post this. And there will be a photo where in the caption I'll say like, ask me questions or something, I don't know. So ask me questions if you have any, it can be about anything. So thanks again for watching, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye guys.